Hello there ladies and gents, it's Verity here from inkybutterfly.wordpress.com. Thank you so much for joining me again today for another card making tutorial. So we are continuing on our fight for the last eggs, if you like, of the retiring products. So things are selling fast, and today I want to focus on this beautiful stamp set called Fancy Phrases. Really love this. Really great for vintage or bright or anything like that. And we've got some really nice sentiments to, you know, to celebrate anything really. So we've got some birthday wishes, and then we've got a bit more generic things as well. And I quite like this two-part sentiments. When I count my blessings, ... I count you twice. It's quite nice, isn't it, really? So really nice set. And then we've got this lovely little image as well, which is lovely on its own. So the main focus is this stamp set, which is retiring completely. The bundle is retiring as well. So we've got this lovely, I think it's called the Fancy Top, Fancy Tag Topper Punch. Yeah, because it's Fancy Phrases, Fancy Tag Topper Punch. This is staying. Okay, so stamp set and the bundle retire, but we keep this, okay, which is great because this is a lovely tag topper. Okie dokie. So let's have that ready and open. We need to show you what I'm making. So this one is really quick and easy to do. I mean, super simple. Okay, just stamping twice and doing a bit of punching, and that is it. Okay, so in true style we are going to change the colour. I am going to use the retiring purple posy. I'm going to mat with basic grey, so this measures 5.5 by 3 3/4. We're going to stamp on some basic white, which is 5 3/8 by 3 5/8, and then I've got a scrap here which measures 2 inches by 3 inches. Okay, so that's what we got. Just going to bring in some scrap paper to stamp on so that we can do that. And you will know that we don't have a purple posy ink pad, so sorry, on this one I've layered with this is Blushing Bride with Early Espresso and some really nice Blushing Bride metallic ribbon. The combo I'm using to go with the purple posy is actually Highland Heather. It's quite a nice match with the purple posy. And we're going to use basic grey for our layering and our sentiments. So I'm going to use the Highland Heather first to get this floral image stamped. It's quite a large stamp, so this is on an E-block. If you have trouble holding one of these large stamp blocks, then a stamper artist may come to your rescue there. So we're just going high on the left, low on the right. Just pressing that down really firmly all over, and we'll get this stunning image. Okay, so pretty. Okay, light tapping on your ink pad, remember, and because it's large I'm just sort of twisting it around and moving it across the pad to make sure I get it all. Just going to turn that round and sort of slot those leaves in between each other, somewhere about there I reckon, hanging off the page. And again, just nice firm pressure all over that and hold it for a few seconds, and there we have our, and that's essentially the base of the card, which we can get layered up straight away. Okay, just want to keep that scrap of paper to show you something else in a moment. So that's going to go straight onto our basic grey with some Stampin' Seal. Of course, you use the adhesive that you prefer. A lot of people really like using wet glue because they like the wriggle room. I just make a mess with it, so I prefer to use this. and this is going straight onto the card base. So more seal. I like to open it out flat and eyeball those three corners. I'm actually looking on the right because I'm left-handed. I hold the left up and position on the right, looking at the top, bottom and this end, making sure they're level, and theoretically the top should take care of itself. And with top folding cards, you want to make sure this crease is nice and crisp, so just use a bone folder and get that done. So there we are, that's the base of our card done. Okay, so with our scrap piece of cardstock, we're going to punch both ends of this. Okay, so this is just another way to just show you that you can, I haven't cut that quite straight, have I? Because it's not fitting in very well. Let me just trim. Oh, look at that. Just a hair off. Oops. So we don't know why I'm trying to do it that way around when I'm left-handed. Right, so push it all the way into the punch. If you're not sure if it's all the way there, you can flip it over and have a look and punch that down. And then we're going to punch the other end too. Now this is going to be just about long enough for you to push in. You may want to just check on the back that it's lined up, because there is the potential for that to have moved slightly on its way in. So we've got this double-ended tag now that we can thread some ribbon through. And I'm bringing in this beautiful ribbon with the purple posy edge on it. It's really subtle, but there's enough colour on there to pop out from the white cardstock. So that's going to be the ribbon. But before we do that, we need to stamp our sentiment, don't we? Because I won't be able to stamp it afterwards. So I'm just going to bring in the sentiment. So I swapped it out. So it was the birthday wishes that I used on the sample card, and I've changed that for a little something for you. Now, because I've put that on my block just before coming on here, I haven't actually tested to see whether it's straight or not, so I've put it on my block as straight as I think it is, judging by the shape of it. I do find sometimes, I know I haven't got the stickers on, however, sometimes the stickers don't always help you out that much. So I'm lining up the block with a line on my grid paper and stamping that down and having a look to see whether that's straight or not. So that's a little high on the left, so let's just twizzle that a little bit more, turn it over and try it again. Line up the block with a line on your grid paper. That's better. Okay, so you'll be able to see whether your letters are lining up by doing that. And near enough is close enough. And we're going to stamp that across the middle of our tag. So again, I'm lining the tag up straight along the sides, and I'm going to hover over this and find a convenient spot where I can line up the block on my grid paper and then stamp it down, and then theoretically it's something like straight. It's straight enough. Okay. You can take more time over it, obviously, if you want to. So we're going to loop our ribbon through. So if you want to have this sort of, I don't know, cravat style kind of knot so you can see the loop, you want to thread it in through the front so that that loop comes forward when you loop it through. So just part your loop, she says, and just bring your tails through. This is a lot easier with a ribbon that is double, the same on both sides. With that one, the sample card, it was a bit of a faff to make it lie so that the metallic edge was showing. Do the same on the bottom, through the hole, and then ends through the loop. And you can mess about with it until you're happy with how it's sitting, or just go with it. Just be wary that when you are pulling that through, you don't want to pull so hard that it damages your tag, obviously. So just go careful, and you'll find that if you pull one strand at a time, it'll pull a little tighter as well. So there we are. Now with the metallic ribbon, I found that the knots were loosening somewhat, so I actually secured them with a glue dot. I shall show you what I mean in a moment. I'm just going to cut these ends off. I'm going to do one longer than the other. Ooh, this one wants to dance about on me. I didn't have this trouble with the other one. It's because I'm doing it in front of you lot. Okay. So, so the strands were trying to slip back through the knot there. So what I did was I grabbed a glue dot and I just used my pokey tool to just secure it underneath there and press that down, and then you won't get the knot slipping out on you. Okay, so might as well do it on the other end as well now. So just get that underneath there, and it's covered by the ribbon and no one will ever know, and it will stay secure on your card. Okay, that's going up on dimensionals. Just a couple will do. Told you this was quick and easy, didn't I? Look at this, it's done. Just need to add some embellies. Okay, now up, down, whichever. I quite like to offset, like so. So positioning is you can adjust that to your liking, and then we'll just add our little gems. So we'll go with our set of 3. Like that, just to frame that sentiment and pull it all together. And that, my friends, is it. I used the champagne ones on the on this one just to tone it in with the metallics. Okay, so different colourway but exactly the same formula, and different colour combo, different ribbon. So think how many other stamp sets you might have that you could do this kind of thing with, and I just thought it'd be nice to demonstrate something different with the tag toppers as well, so that you're not just thinking bookmarks and tags basically. So I hope you've liked that. As always, links in the description, everybody. If you know anybody who'd be interested in viewing these videos, please share it with your friends. Please like and subscribe. I'd love to have you join me again for another tutorial as well. Thanks ever so much, everybody. Stay safe out there. Bye.